tonight is your night, yeah. VIP, nothing but you vibes, yeah. Giving that unlimited vibe, yeah. You feeling that unlimited vibe, yeah. Feeling good like tonight is your night, yeah. VIP, nothing but you vibes, yeah. Unlimited vibes, that's all they accept, that's all I give, boy. Come through to my crib, boy. Every room a different vibe. What you looking for? Keep saying the right things, that's gonna mean you get took on tour. You said you like to eat? Well, shit, I like to cook. You said you like to work out? I like to look. So many people be on that weird issue. I ain't with it. I'm the type to pull up, skirt off quick if I don't feel it. Access to my energy is a privilege. Take a mental note. Should be a privilege to access yours too. Let them know. I don't give discounts. Ask me, I'ma tell you, nook or no. Honest, when this beat first dropped, you knew it was finna go. The vibes exhibit, I'm in here looking like bae. Black and educated, what more can I say? The energy I'm explaining, I'm thinking you should claim you, me, we, every day. Giving that unlimited vibe, yeah. You feeling that unlimited vibe, yeah. Feeling good like tonight is your night, yeah. VIP, nothing but you vibes, yeah. Giving that unlimited vibe, yeah. You feeling that unlimited vibe, yeah. Feeling good like tonight is your night, yeah. VIP, nothing but you vibes, yeah. Feeling that unlimited vibe, unlimited vibe. It's alright. Some days I feel blue, other days I feel cold. Losing this love would be tragic, I can't let it go. Some days I feel good, other days I feel low. But giving this up would be tragic, I can't let it go. I can't. The city looks blue, but the palm trees gold. Just like the concrete outgrew a rose. If you look close, you can see them unfold. Using your imagination, baby, let's go. I'm breaking all the rules. Time is nothing real. Time for you to do exactly everything you feel. We can make a bond. I wanna make a deal. A chemical reaction from the way your body heal. Your heart I wanna steal, but make it feel like home. We could build a house, rose without a thorn. Honestly, I'm torn. A lover left to mourn. Your guard is like a stone. Mine is made of chrome. Butterfly tripping. When I see you, I'm slipping. I'm flipping.
Check,
These
check.
words like a cardiac
Check, check.
rhythm. Heartbeat
Check.
skipping. Heartbreak
Check.
symptoms. Gripping
Check,
at
check.
hips like my life was the
Sounds
Backseat
good.
poetry, the rhythm exotic. Cruising coast highway till we parking lot hopping. Midnight to sunlight, where did time go? Californicated, don't let your eyes close. Some days I feel blue, other days I feel cold. Losing this love would be tragic, I can't let it go. Some days I feel good, other days I feel low. But giving this up would be tragic, I can't let it go. I can't. The city looks blue, but the palm trees gold. Just like an hourglass, time heals all. They wanna take us down, but baby, don't fall. I'ma stick around, I'll be waiting on a call. We can grab a drink, a sunny day flow. Kick it in the sand, cause it's you I wanna know. Forget about the past, keep it on the low. The moment's all we have, the rest we let go. Forever young, forever f***ing up the beat. I do got the TLC like I'm 2 Live Crew. Sipping Henny so you know the vibe is true. Anything to make you feel better, I do. Backseat poetry, the rhythm exotic. Cruising coast highway till we parking lot hopping. Midnight to sunlight, where did time go? Californicated, don't let your eyes close. Some days I feel blue, other days I feel cold. Losing this love would be tragic, I can't let it go. Some days I feel good, other days I feel low. But giving this up would be tragic, I can't let it go. I can't. La la la
player. If you deuces need a favor, I'm the beat eliminator, a rehabilitator. Tell your chick I'll see you later. You can find me in the papers doing capers with my neighbors, getting high like skyscrapers, way above you haters. You claim to be an MC, but you really master evidence. Disgrace to the creator, a swagger nigga later. Couldn't rap if you was paper. I was born to be the greatest. Look, get the picture, dude. Sick individual, don't need residual. This shit is pivotal and critical and plentiful, and I am not a friend of you. This music that I'm living to, I ain't so in you. This how black rock, don't get my money, man. And this how black rock, no time for fun and games. And this how black rock, it's time that something change. Sick and tired of broken language, you're listening to a son of man. When it's time to leave this earth, no more talents I'll be left with. I won't use it with discretion, except in my position. Decisions that I'm living with, spitting lines that intricate, transcending with a pen again. I am not no kin to them. Do this for shit for those women, children, and misses. Men that handle their business. Brothers trapped in the system. I'm building with my intentions on killing off you punks. Just believe me, I am persistent. Eliminate your existence. Mister, can you spare me a dime or even give me some time to leave the world with this rhyme? Got me rapping with divine spirits. They cannot hear it. Got the masses led by blind critics and mind gimmicks. Working with the resistance. Lemonade into lemons. Twisted without a spliff, and my penmanship is exquisite. Brothers and leaders, the doubters, believers, they gonna fear me through your speaker. You can keep your Paul D and make getting money for real. We get freedom. Yeah, we getting freedom. Say getting money for real. We getting freedom. Yeah, we getting freedom. This how black rock, don't get my money, man. And this how black rock, no time for fun and games. And this how black rock, it's time that something change. Sick and tired of broken language, listening to a son of man. This how black rock, don't get my money, man. And this how black rock, no time for
Got back together with my man last night, but I think I was dreaming. He didn't feel quite right. I pressed his chest under my fingertips. Beside myself I sighed, reminded of his lips. I'm confused and quizzical, funny once you now. I just won't get physical, let me tell you how. Do me good, I'll tell you anything you want to hear. Do me good, do me good, do me good. Do me good, way out. Do me good, and all this craziness will disappear. Do me good, do me good, do me good. Do me good, way out. It's like he was designed with me in mind. He's so broad from behind, he's beautifully defined. I miss him most of all when it got late. Attempt to hear him breathing or feel him shifting away. I'm confused and quizzical, funny wants you now. I just wanna get physical, let me tell you how. Do me good, I'll tell you got your time. Just let him know we ain't the one. Don't wanna hurt him, but the longer you wait, the more it's hard to break. What's wrong, girl? Cat got your time. Just let him know we ain't the one. Don't wanna hurt him, but the longer you wait, the more it's hard to break. He all in my face and now I ain't saying nothing. Speechless, yo, I can't say nothing. At a loss for words, I ain't saying nothing. Tongue tied, it's like I can't say nothing. He all in my face and now I ain't saying nothing. Speechless, yo, I can't say nothing. At a loss for words, I ain't saying nothing. Tongue tied, it's like I can't say nothing. What's wrong, girl? Cat got your time. Just let him know we ain't the one. Don't wanna hurt him, but the longer you wait, the more it's hard to break. What's wrong, girl? Cat got your time. Just let him know we ain't the one. Don't wanna hurt him, but the longer you wait, the more it's hard to break. Come on. Yeah. Come on.
He said, hey, what's your name? And so I asked him the same. Could tell he's been kissed by the sun and knows just how to have fun. We lie beneath the palm trees, and with the guitar he sings. I think I'm in love with thee, but this is just a summer fling. I'm not trying to do the love thing, 'cause it just ain't meant for me. Just wanna make memories, help me fulfill my summer fantasy. I'm just trying to find who I am, but like, why can't you understand that I don't really need a man? Just look at how free I am. In the park, waiting for you. So let's meet up at the park. We can lounge around and look up at the stars. Talk about change, how we gon' make the world ours. Yeah, we gon' make the world ours. Just want a friend for the summer. Way too young to be looking for a lover. Let's play a game where we're trying to find another. Learn to be friends before we say we love each other. I'm just trying to find who I am. Like, why can't you understand that I don't really need a man? Just look at how free I am. Da 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 da, da 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 da. Before we foretell the future, tell me all about your past. I really don't do relationships, I just wanna make you laugh. I wanna make this last. Are you okay with that?
I'm fly and I know it. This time I'ma show it. Can't stop, no, I won't quit. Serenading haters and make them love this. I'm fly and I know it. This time I'ma show it. Can't stop, no, I won't quit. Serenading haters and make them love this. One of the flyest songbirds singing for liberation. I'm blessed with the gift of serenading the haters. I'm the hypnotic, melodic, microphone fanatic. And y'all, my music is a drug you wanna get hooked on. Now get your hit, get E-Shay fix. I ain't the one to call you out your name while the beat is dope. No, I call you who you truly are, divine. I'm too dope to subliminally destruct your mind. I'm fly and I know it. This time I'ma show it. Can't stop, no, I won't quit. Serenading haters and make them love this. I'm fly and I know it. This time I'ma show it. Can't stop, no, I won't quit.
Laid back like a lazy afternoon, relax like who gives it to you how you want. Eat, shake, ride, giving y'all what you want and better what you need. Came to remind you how fly you are, indeed won't stop till trash ceases to pass as art start. Being accountable, your musical marks. I'm taking it back to them good days if I may. Beats still bumping and I got something to say. Right, I'm fly and I know it. This time I'ma show it. Can't stop, no I won't quit. Serenading haters and make them love this. I'm fly and I know it. This time I'ma show it. Can't stop, no I won't quit. Serenading haters and make them love this.
I'm looking at the butterflies. I'm looking at the sunshine. I'm thinking about just today. Forget about yesterday. Yesterday, 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 yesterday. Forget about yesterday. Yesterday, yesterday, yesterday. I'm feeling like loose leaves in the summertime. Like a great night. No drama, just a great high and a great vibe. Yeah, you know. Got a call from Miss Divine. She told me just to live life. So I'm practicing to live right and to live life on my own. I'm looking at the butterflies. I'm looking at the sunshine. I'm thinking about just today. Forget about yesterday. Yesterday, 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 yesterday. Forget about yesterday. Yesterday, yesterday, yesterday. Forget about yesterday. It's a new day, baby. Get a new wave, get a new ride. Trying to find a new why. Gotta get it, gotta get a new life. Yeah. Relax and focus on yourself. Recline and focus on the wealth, health, meditate. Watch what you say. What's your purpose? What's your worth is? Steady searching, lurking, be hurting. Open up the curtain and you will find that the divine was there the whole time. Can I get an amen to live it right? I'm looking at the butterflies. I'm looking at the sunshine. I'm thinking about just today. Forget about yesterday. Yesterday, 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 yesterday. Forget about yesterday. Yesterday, yesterday, yesterday.
We're gonna do this one more time for the ladies out there. Once again, we're just gonna celebrate you. This is for the ones that always build us up, always gonna hold us down. And when you need that good, she'll always be around. Cause you out to make a meal that'll knock you out. Thick thighs, don't get it twisted, she'll knock you out. Just wanna tell you that we love you and appreciate you. Next to God, no one above you, and I'll be there for you. Protect and guide and keep it real with you. That's why I wrote this song, just to say I love you. Through all our flaws, no matter the situation, you there to pick us up and do it, no hesitation. That's why we celebrate you, the mother to our seeds, and I'll never put my hands on you, never. You make me better, our communication's on a higher level, and the only lying I would do is in the bed with you. True, true. And this is for the twins, you are everything. Believe me when I say this to you. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Yeah. And I know we ain't perfect, but we working on it. We are. Thank you for the love that you give and how you pour into us. Thank you for loving us in spite of us. And your body and soul spirit is beautiful. Thought that I should let you know when you are incredible.
Love the way you show me, you appreciate me. I can love you over and over again. When you're loving on me, you can see what I see so clearly. I'm a queen.
Excuse me for a second, can I ask your name? Yo, your walk is like a Serengeti serenade. Yo, you got this glow, and I just wanna know, could you be the Nefertiti to my kingdom, yo? Yo, let me crown you, let me kiss you, seduce you, introduce you. To the moon and the stars, yo, and way beyond. You could be the Lisa to my Royal Ocho. In your chi, I wanna bask your and so be the ears and the arms that support your crowd. You be my cloud, I'll be your wind. This ebb and flow is ancient as the sea scrolls. Let me father time, your mother earth. Give birth to a universe unrehearsed. Quench your royal thirst, reciprocity, balance. Drink from the same chalice. I wanna use your soul to write epic poems. Make music with your subtle touch. Personal sunbeam, giving you Saturn's rings and a private wing in the mansion of my heart. The ribbon in the sky that guides me through the dark. My queen. My queen.
Tonight I've got no worries. I'm gonna have me a drink or a few if that's fine, yeah. And I'm not in a hurry. No, my escape plan's the night and who's coming with me? 'Cause we're getting filthy. Curious, the dance floor, somebody and Whitney, and we're getting lifted. Oh my God, had this already find the moment when I can find peace of light. I'm begging you, give me my peace of mind. I'm searching at night. I hope that you feel the same way. And I need you too. I need you to feel the same way. See, I know there are those that have it worse than me, so I try not to complain. But the high
this before, and
What up, everybody? Hey, bro, what it do? So, marhaba. San Diego, where are you? Look at me. What? Stories and inspired us to be. Word up is our community, where we currently want to be. In the little green berry log in the trees, enriching people's lives artistically. So give your cat and your butt. Yeah, it's time for Word Up.
Give it up for Miki Vale, folks, and these amazing all San Diego musician tunes that she's been playing all summer long. If you're interested in getting that playlist and listening to San Diego artists yourself, you can check out the QR code in your program, and the link to the Spotify playlist is right in there, so you can keep enjoying it. Welcome to Word Up, folks. Yeah. My name is Laura Zee, and I'm your host for this evening, afternoon. Thank you so much for joining on the first cloudy day we've had the whole summer, which is a big blessing for you. It's a big blessing for me, and I'm very happy to share it with all of you. So in case you don't know where you landed, this is Word Up. This is a free arts engagement program that's kind of like a show, kind of like a workshop, kind of like a conversation, but it's a whole lot of it is improvised, and we work together to create a work of art by the end of this hour. And we get to feature a lot of amazing San Diego artists to work on different art forms. I'm going to introduce you to our amazing artists for this evening in just a moment, but I just want to let you know how we can kind of run this show this evening. There are a couple of ways you can participate if you feel so inclined. One of the ways that you can participate is just by shouting things out. So we can do a little practice round. How about this? How you feeling today? Look at that. You are all very good at this. Give yourselves a round of applause. Very well done. So you're all experts. You all already know how to participate. In case you want even more ways to participate, because there are things like planes and bells, we also have an amazing helper with us today. Veronica Burgess is right over here. Give Veronica a round of applause.
Howdy do. The magic mic is here for you.
Look at that. She's got bars and everything. So in case you're trying to yell and it's just not happening, you can just make eye contact or wave down Veronica. She'll run over and give you the mic for a moment. Or if you even want to play a game of telephone and just be like, I want to tell them that my favorite color is blue, Veronica will go ahead and send the message on for you. So that's the second way that you can participate. But there's a third way, because this is not only a live program on the plaza this evening, but it's also being live streamed simultaneously to our friends on YouTube. Hi, YouTube friends. And so there are folks participating in the chat of this YouTube video. But in case you just would rather type instead of talking, even while you're here on the plaza, you can go to that QR code that takes you to the Old Globe's YouTube channel on your program. You can get more programs up there in the front with the amazing Nikki. Say woo, Nikki. That's a weird thing to say, I agree. But Nikki can give you a program, and you can get onto that chat and participate that way also. And the way that we're going to know what our friends are saying in the YouTube chat is with help from another amazing person here in the Old Globe family. Lucia Serrano is our PR associate. Come on out, Lucia. Thank you very much, Lucia, for joining a couple of hours ago when we realized we'd really love your help. We really appreciate you coming on. How you feeling, Lucia?
I'm feeling great. Thank you so much for having me on the show again. Actually, I participated on this episode, but the online version, so I'm very excited.
That's right. Because this program, once upon a time, it was created on stages in Hillcrest, just a couple of blocks away where I got it started, and then now it's a fully produced version in person at the Old Globe, but we also were online for a year, and Lucia was our San Diego community guest one time, so good to have you back.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping us hear what people are saying on YouTube. You see anything exciting popping for us?
Katie's here,
Woo,
live
Katie.
and digitally. Hi, Katie. We see you.
Hello.
And just everyone saying that they love Word Up, and hi and hellos.
Hello. Thank you so much for being here if you're on YouTube, and thank you very much, folks, for being here in person. It's such a joy to get to spend this kind of calm Friday evening with all of y'all. So those are the few ways that you can participate this evening, but I think it's about time to meet our first of two featured guest artists for this evening. Valeria Vega is somebody who, if you've been here before, You have seen her a whole bunch of times. She is usually our YouTube moderator over here, but she's an amazing teaching artist here at the Old Globe and an incredible theater artist across San Diego, across Tijuana, working with so many organizations. And she is just a really, if you've ever had the honor of getting to meet her, you know what I'm talking about when I say she's just an absolute beam of sunshine all across the region. So please give it up for our first featured guest artist for the evening, Valeria Vega. Welcome, Val. You've been welcomed with the sound effects provided by Miki Vale. Thank you so much for helping with the celebration. How you doing, Val?
I'm super, super excited to be here, and thank you all for joining us today at this beautiful plaza. Thank you, familia. Thank you, amigos. Muchísimas gracias por estar acá. Se les quiere mucho.
Yay! I'm so happy that you can be here, and I'm so happy we have so much to talk about. We have to talk about our art form and our theme and the set and a whole bunch of very exciting things. But we actually have another featured guest artist this evening. Would you actually do us the honor of introducing him to us?
Of course, I have the great privilege and pleasure to be working with one of my best friends since as of 20 years ago. JESÚS Quintero is also a binational theater maker. He has a degree in literature, but he also is a graduated from Centro de Artes Escénicas del Noroeste, which I studied as well there. He's been well known for 25 years in the theater making business, and this man kind of does it all. He's, aside from an actor, he's a scenic designer, he's a prop master. He does everything like, Jesus, we need this. Okay, let me think, I'll solve it. Okay, Jesus, okay, let me think, I'll solve it. So that's my best friend, and to you all, it's a pleasure. We've been doing this together for over 20 years. So it's time for you all to meet my dearest friend in the whole world, JESÚS Quintero. Who
Give
is
it up for
actually
Jesus.
joining us. We are crossing borders here. We've been trying to do that like since forever here at the Globe, but this is officially like the moment where we're crossing a border. He is actually in Tijuana, Baja California. Hello, Jesus.
Hola, hola. Hi, everybody.
All right, please, we're just like, I'm very excited for this moment because it took a whole team of people to make this work this afternoon. Big props to Anthill Creative Technology for producing this whole thing all summer long and especially making this possible. Big props to our IT department for providing this TV for us. Thank you, Dean. There was a whole team of folks here all afternoon just brainstorming and creating a cool blanket for us to pull off of the TV. So we're so happy to have you, Jesus. It was so fun to get to work together, all of us in the digital realm when there were a lot less borders. And now that we're coming back in person and looking for ways to continue this connection and continue working together, it's such an honor to get to work with both of you and have you back for a Word Up Live event. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having us here.
So we have a very exciting art form to talk about this evening.
Yes, we do.
But I think first we got to fill up these chairs, right? So that red chair at the end is our symbolic chair for you, Jesus. Nobody's going to sit there.
I hope you liked it. I picked it for you.
Yeah, good job, Valeria. And speaking of that, actually, so big props also to our props department. The whole tech center at the Old Globe has been working with us all summer long to customize what you see on the stage. And our featured guest artists have gotten to come on a tour, whether in person or through a video call, to just wander this magical warehouse and pick things that kind of speak to the show, to the theme. So Valeria and Jesus, you want to talk a little bit about what you chose and what that experience was like?
Of course. Well, for me, I've been several times to the tech center, right? But the first time for me, it was like, whoa, this is Disneyland for any theater maker or for anybody, really. It's like a big Costco. Giant Costco, but it's full of props, it's full of beautiful furniture that all of our department does. Yeah. It's full of wardrobe. You see everybody doing the actual scenic, like the actual construction of everything that goes on stage. So it's a wonderful world that we get to live upon and get to go and visit. So Jesus hasn't been there to the tech center, so I actually using the technology that we're used to being used like for this past year, we did a FaceTime. So I actually gave him like a virtual tour and we went aisle per aisle, like literally showed, oh, this and this and this and this. Of course, we have an idea. I had an idea like in my head of the patterns that I wanted to pick and choose and the colors, kind of like bringing you into maybe Colombina's, that's the character that we do for Commedia dell'Arte, into Colombina's house. I personally love plants, either if they're real or fake. So that's why we have like a lot of plants. We have the kind of like the similar color pattern as well. That's a traditional arlequinos suit from Commedia dell'Arte. So that's the actual like colors that are usually used. So it's kind of like going everything together.
Yeah.
And I did like a modernized outfit also of Colombina. So yeah, everything goes together.
And you're mentioning Commedia dell'Arte, which is, of course, the art form that we're working with this evening. We're going to create an original piece of commedia with both of your help over the course of the hour. But what is Commedia dell'Arte, if you had to define it as an art form?
Yeah.
Well, well, Commedia dell'arte translates as professional theater. It comes from the Italian. And it was the form of theater performed by professional actors who traveled in troops throughout Italy in the 16th century. Another thing about Commedia is that their characters use masks. It uses improvisation, physical comedy, extremely exaggerated body movements, and a lot of things.
Yeah, like it was everything exaggerated. You see, like you saw the male actors, particularly the male characters, wearing masks and very dramatic masks, like very. All of the things were like huge and big, very exaggerated.
Yeah.
The female characters didn't wear a mask, or they just wear a little tiny one, but it's mostly to show their entire features. Like the postures that they handle, which we're going to practice in a little bit as well, were very, it was like a formal type of acting that they did before. And what we personally love about Commedia, and we started studying it a lot 20 years ago, it's like an outcry of the people. It's what the people wanted to say, what the people wanted to represent on the stages, because they toured everywhere. And it was like for like everybody. So they were outspoken about political things, about government issues, about injustice, but they spoke it from the scene and making it funny. So you were laughing about your tragedies, but you were reflecting at the same time of what really wanted to be out there spoken and said out loud for everybody.
So we have this improvisational, conversational, sometimes like radical art form. Could you show us a little something, just like a minute, just get a sense of what it's like before we create it all together?
God. Okay, let's start warming up everybody. Are you ready?
Ready.
So it's improv, right? So they have an idea. Always there's a theme. Always you think about a theme of what you want to talk about or make a parody of, right? So we're at the Globe Jesus, right? Let's use it.
Okay.
Ready? Who's there?
Colombina, it's me, it's Arlequino, Colombina.
Arlequino, what are you doing in the balcony? You're gonna fall, you're gonna kill yourself, my God. Arlequino, are you spying on me?
Of course not, Colombina.
Of course not. What are you doing in the middle of the night, Arlequino, here in my balcony?
Oh, the thing is that your windows were open and there are a lot of mosquitoes, and I was here to defend you from the mosquitoes.
Oh my God, Arlequino, well, of course it's open. Look at the moon, Arlequino. Look at the beautiful big moon. Arlequino, do you hear that?
Yes, those are our wedding bells, Colombina.
Arlequino, not our wedding bells. You're so silly. We're not getting married yet.
Why
love you with all
not?
my heart.
Why not?
I love you, Arlequino, with all my heart, but I'm still not ready to get married with you. No.
Well, if you love me, let me enter into your room.
Arlequino, of course not. It's time for you to go to your house and sleep. It's late.
But I need you, Colombina, and today it's going to be very, very, very cold. You don't
I
want
know, Arlequino, so you better start getting home very soon. I love you with all my heart. Bye, mi amor. Te veo pronto. Don't
I'm
go,
falling.
Arlequino, watch you. What? Arlequino.
Hey, there we go. I love it.
So, I don't know. It's kind of like balcony. What is it? Balcony.
Like a balcony
lover
scene. Yeah.
scene.
Yeah.
What does it prompt to you? Like, what do you think when you hear that?
I think of Romeo and Juliet, but like less smooth and romantic.
Yeah, exactly.
I
It's
don't
like
know.
a modern Romeo and Juliet, right? Where women are outspoken, they say what they think. They don't want to get married, like at a young age.
Yeah.
And the lover is still trying to pursue them to the love and romance before the time.
And it was fun to get to hear like the bells and what you were saying, Jesus, with the wedding bells, but also the bells. So here's what happens on our Friday evenings. The bells just chimed once to let us know that it's 5:45. They're going to chime for the last time today at 6 p.m. And it's going to be much longer and more awkward than that amount of bells just chimed. And so artists all summer long have been creating fun games to play with that, whether it's improvising with the bells or doing some kind of fun thing. So Valeria, if I'm at 6 p.m., no matter what we're talking about and what we're doing, when the bells chime, we're just going to stop and look at you. And what are you going to show us?
I was mentioning to all that it's like a very formal type of acting, right? It was like very classical. So Arlequino, when he stood up, he was like this pose, like very masculine. I'm strong, I'm here, I'm outspoken. So I'm gonna ask anybody that feels comfortable with this pose, just act the Arlequino pose and do this and share this with the people that you are in the table. So everybody choose like their pose, right? So this is the Arlequino pose. Yes, bebés, you too can act. It's okay if they wanted to act as well. So I'm gonna just show you like the pose right here. That's the Arlequino pose. And like the Colombina pose, you saw like coqueta and friendly and ha ha ha, he he he. So anybody that feels comfortable doing the ha ha ha, he he he's, you can go ahead and go for it.
Great. That sounds like a very good plan. I can't wait.
Let's act a little bit, right? We're here in this beautiful place that
Yeah.
represents art. So all of us are artists right now in this moment because
It's
we are
true.
working together as a team to make theater happen, us and you.
Thank you for welcoming us into your art form, both of you. And we're going to explore some really exciting questions and themes in just a second, but we have one more person here to help us with this conversation. So every week we have the featured guest artist. This time you get a double headliner. But in addition, every week there's a San Diego community guest. And so the way I approach it is I just talk to the featured guest artists and I say, okay, who is an important San Diegan? And that's the whole prompt. However you take that, however you see someone as being important. So if people have brought their parents or their music students or their colleagues, but you have brought someone very special along with you, would you introduce for us our important San Diegan?
Of course, Jesus, do you want to
Yes,
say the honor?
Of course. Well, we think that an important San Diegan is Alejandra Enciso-Dardashti. She started the boutique firm Enciso Consulting in 2012, and the journey from the Tijuana-San Diego border began as a liaison between Mexico and the United States through the arts, with projects that range from a local play for 30 people, right here at our theater, to a regional premiere for 400 people, to then 1,000 and finalizing with a regional tour. Enciso Consulting has held binational endeavors for Broadway in San Diego for almost 10 years, translating press releases to Spanish and promoting Broadway touring shows with Latin America audiences. Enciso-Dardashti launched the podcast Desde Otro Cero in 2020, along with its alter ego in English, providing a safe space for artists to talk about their work. So please, let's give a warm welcome to our friend Alejandra Enciso.
There she comes. Oh my goodness. Amazing. With all the festivity. Welcome, Alejandra. How are you?
Good. I don't think my mic is working. Is it?
The planes are welcoming you and everything. The hat is new.
Well,
I wasn't there backstage.
I went for a theme. So I was
love
like,
it.
I think the hat might work.
I love it.
So, you know.
Thank you very much for
Why
being
not?
here. Yeah, you see, we kind of like to dress up and do fun things, so I'm into it. Thank you very much for joining us. I think now, considering that red chair is for Jesus, We have all these wonderful people here helping us have this conversation. We have Alejandra here to just share your perspective and your voice on all these questions and help us get our creative juices flowing, because we're about to have a conversation. We have a list of questions that we'd like that Jesus and Valeria compiled so that we could ask them to you and ask you to reflect on them. You can participate in the ways that we talked about. You can just shout out your answers. You can wave for Veronica to come help you with the microphone. You can be typing in the YouTube chat, however you like. But even if you decide that you don't want to say your responses out loud, we ask that you do come up with an answer for yourself. Even if it's just for you, come with us on this journey to reflect on these ideas that are specifically curated to start this kind of conversation. So the only rule for this next part is that everything that you say out loud, everything that you share in the chat or verbally needs to be inclusive. So that means this is a kid-friendly space. It's got to be a little bit family-friendly situation. And anything that you say, we want to make sure that, that there will be nobody else in the audience who thinks that because of what you said, maybe this isn't the space for them, right? We want to keep this a very inclusive space. So you'll notice that there's no rule about truthfulness. Nothing you say has to be true. You can make it all completely up. Use your imagination. So there should be no assumption that anything anybody says on stage, in the YouTube chat, or on the plaza is true, right? We're using our imaginations and we're reflecting. Any questions? Everybody ready?
Super ready. I think we're all ready.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Here we go. First question. Oh, thank you, sound effects. Magic of the moment. What are some ways you can express love to someone without being in the same room?
¿De qué maneras puedes expresar tu amor a alguien sin estar en el mismo espacio?
Ooh. What do you think? Anything come to mind already?
Jesus,
Writing a letter, sending someone a letter.
Yeah, writing a letter. I love that.
A DM.
Postcards, what do you say?
Sending flowers.
Sending flowers, what do you say, Alejandra?
A DM. I mean,
DM.
why not?
A DM, like an Instagram message?
Yeah, Facebook, DM, a WhatsApp. Why
No,
not?
yeah. Like, why spend the money on the stamp when you can just send it for free, kind of, sort of? Okay, send a DM. Slide into somebody's DMs.
Slide into
love
those
them.
DMs.
Sending flowers for me is like super easy nowadays. You can send flowers to anybody and crossing the border and everything, and it's like depending on your budget, but still it's like a very beautiful gift.
Anywhere in the world. Food?
Yeah, say it with chocolates, or what does that say?
Yeah.
Say it with chocolates, or
say it with jewelry.
A phone call.
Jewelry.
You could send social security numbers, all these things. I do love the idea of a phone call. I'm definitely a phone call kind of person. I know that's not popular these days, but dang, that's my favorite. What do y'all think? What are some ways you can express and show love to somebody without being in the same room as them? Send them to work with a nice homemade lunch.
That's a good one.
That is love.
I love that.
That's true love.
It's
when
totally
you cook
true
for somebody.
love.
Yeah.
Or like my mom used to always put notes in my lunchbox, so then there's like the extra layer, or like slipping it into somebody's suitcase right before they zip it shut and they find it. Not in the same place at the same time, but boy, that feels loving. What do you think, Veronica? You got one?
I was just carried away with the lunch. Maybe I'm hungry, but I was like, that sounds great. I want to receive love like that.
Yeah. Well, you should hit up the pub.
I was thinking if you.
Speaking of the pub, why not sending a bottle of wine to someone?
Ooh.
Wait, can you say it one more time? There's a plane going overhead here.
A bottle of wine.
A bottle of wine.
Oh, yeah, that's a very
That's
good
good.
gift on expressing that you love, you love somebody or think about that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. Maybe we've all gotten some practice over the last 2 years, right? Like a year and a half.
I've got one in addition to sliding into DMs. You can also just maybe share a memory, like a picture that says, remember this moment.
That's
Oh, that's a
true,
good
and
one.
social media helps you a lot nowadays with that. Like if memories pop up, and if you share it, at least the person thinks that you're thinking about them or sharing love. Like, yeah.
And what about sending someone like a ticket to an online theater show?
Ooh, I like that. that
That's good.
idea.
That's a good
So
one.
That is
Yeah.
sharing
You
the
can send
love.
someone a ticket for an online theater show without ever having to be in physical contact. That's a great one. That's a great one. Or you could just send them the link, for
Yeah.
free. That's a suggestion.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Yeah, I love that. So there's a lot of ways that we've been able to maybe connect with loved ones from a distance. But let's say that you're going to catch up with a friend now who you maybe haven't been in contact with throughout the pandemic. If you had to describe your whole previous year to a friend in a word, what would you say?
¿Cómo le describirías a una amistad tu año pasado en una sola palabra?
Did you say yuck?
I didn't hear what.
Yuck? Was it yuck?
Yuck.
That's
It sure
great.
was.
Yuck.
It sure was yuck.
Which is guacala in Spanish.
Guácala.
Guacala.
Great. We got wakala.
Exhausting. Like in every single way, emotionally, mentally. We've been like figuring out a lot of stuff, a lot of new stuff, like learning new stuff on how to continue working and living. So yeah, it's been exhausting.
Exhausting. I feel like
Crazy.
learning- Huh?
Crazy.
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 To crazy making, just like the most unexpected things happening again and again and again and again and again and again.
Yeah.
Like abnormal, is that maybe saying it lightly, but abnormal.
Yeah. Or unpredictable, predictable, yet predictable.
That's, unpredictable yet predictable.
Yet
You're breaking the
predictable.
rules, Alejandra.
Yeah.
Whoopsies.
What about, I feel like learning. There's a lot of learning, for better or for worse, for all the things. Say learning. A lot of learning in the last year. You got an idea? Opportunity.
Yeah.
Opportunity, yeah. Big changes. Any other thoughts happening on the plaza?
I was thinking.
Inconvenient.
Yeah.
A little inconvenient.
I was thinking, along with learning, discovery.
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 Let's look at discovering. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Lucy, I know that you have a lot on your plate right now, but just like interrupt when there's things in the YouTube chat that we should be calling out, okay?
Okay. Well, we got, from the past questions, we got letters, cooking, sending texts. And then for this one, we just have Declan saying, I
like
agree with
that.
you, Declan.
Hi, Declan.
Hi, Declan. Declan is probably the youngest and potentially most devoted Word Up fan for the last year and a half. So we love to say hi, Declan. Everybody ready?
Hi,
Declan. Great. So first of all, we're all off to a very great start. I'm very excited. And second of all, it's time to move on to our third question. I thought that would be smoother than it was. It didn't turn out that way. Here we go. Okay, next question. Simple question. What do borders mean to you?
¿Qué significan para ti las fronteras?
We're a huge border city. There are, and I shouldn't even try to remember this fact off the top of my head, but Jesus and Valeria, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's the largest land border crossing of anywhere in the world, right?
Yes, it
With
is,
more
and
people
it's-
crossing every day. Yeah.
Every day.
It's a huge,
It's the
Hundreds
busiest
of
border in the
thousands
world.
of people.
thousands of people every single day. So.
Back and forth.
So if we live in a border town, what do borders mean to us? What do borders mean to you?
Separating people from each other.
Yeah? Yeah, just like, distance, kind of.
Distancing, exactly.
Distance. Yeah.
And that reminds me that I forgot to explicitly state the theme of this evening that you're starting this conversation around, but distance, think socially distancing, but other kinds of distance as well.
And sometimes it's okay not to see the actual physical border.
The awkwardness.
Párate tú también, ayúdame. Okay, so everybody, if you're willing to stand up with all of us, thank you so much. Muchas gracias, Sherry.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. And pick a pose. Remember, Arlequino pose is a strong, powerful male figure that he got all the ladies under control. And yeah, we got all the
I see
Arlequinos
that.
over there. And we have yes, Michelle. Thank you so much. We got the Colombina ha ha ha. Ay, ¿cómo está? Oh my God, how you been? Oh no. So everybody, oh my God, this is wonderful. Are you doing the Arlequino?
Yeah. I mean, then I just wanted to document this moment because it looks really great
Bravo
from here.
to everybody.
Give yourselves a round of applause. That was amazing.
Beautiful.
Thank you for playing with us. Muchas gracias.
That is fun to get to like try it on for a second.
Yeah.
Love the commitment. Really, like, I'm just very proud of us all right now. We were just having a conversation about borders and what borders mean to us.
Yeah, and I was mentioning not necessarily like the actual physical border that we see, like dividing a country, but we usually talk about borders within ourselves, like things like mental borders, physical, emotional borders, that we sometimes don't talk about that we ourselves limit each other because we think of those borders from within. So anything that comes up with this question, just share it. I would love to listen to what do you all think about border, a physical or a mental border?
Yeah.
What do you think, Alejandra?
I also think, stereotypes or confusion on both the, the
Confusion,
emotional and the.
Yeah.
That's where I would go with.
It's so funny because I think about, I grew up I was born and raised in San Diego, and I think about being so close to the border for the vast majority of my life. It's like I'm breathing the same air, so it has nothing to do with air. Same beach, same ocean, like nothing to do with water, nothing to do with sand. Land moves. So like, you really think about it, it's like sharing the exact same geographic location. We could just drive 20 minutes south. I could drive 20 minutes north and I'd still be in San Diego. It's like, does it mean anything? This is my question.
Is it real? Is this real?
If I had to point to it, is it like a piece of concrete that makes up a wall? Is it like a latitude and longitude?
And it's an expensive wall.
Oh, yeah.
Now that you think about it. But I've said enough about borders and walls.
What are some ideas of what borders mean to you? Even though that's like traffic crossing. Yeah? Vibrancy. I love that, like vibrancy, when there's like a connection, but there's maybe like difference, like dynamic, like this dynamic energy kind of.
A little duality.
Duality, hey, there we go. I love that. And I see like a sly hand raise that turned into a nose. Yeah?
Over there.
Sorry, could we get the mic over there? I'm having a hard time hearing you today. There's Panama 66 is competing
Sure.
with usual.
Yeah. Thinking about the way that borders can mark off a place, it can also mean belonging for the people within that area in a certain way.
What a beautiful way
100%. Yeah.
Or like identity, like I am on this side of the border, therefore that's how I know like what my boundaries are or something. Yeah. That's interesting.
We have some answers in the chat.
Take it away.
Declan, I love your answer. It says tool to prevent things from going wrong and tool to cause things to go wrong.
Ooh.
Yes.
Talk about duality.
Yes. Animating Bunny says mental border that leads to uncharted territory. And I'm going to add one if I can from just myself, my own.
Please.
I cross the border every time I come here. I'm going to say sacrifice.
Sacrifice?
It's a big one.
It sure is. I don't know how y'all do it.
A lot of things, yeah. It's really interesting to think about, so thank you very much for sharing. Yeah. Ending and beginning.
Yes,
Ooh,
to that.
like this kind of transitionary. Oh, that's very
Totally.
interesting. I like crossing is a beginning, crossing is an ending, and the other, and coming back. Thank you very much for sharing your responses. I gotta say, it's like, I mean, I don't want to compare y'all to other audiences, but like you're really, really good. So we're thinking about distance. We're thinking about where we are today, even just now, in proximity to the border, but also at the old globe. So, given that we talk about duality, we talk about like transitioning, beginnings, endings, change over time. Right now, we're thinking back in time a little bit. Okay. So, what traditionally has the old globe? Oh no, it got deleted. Thank you.
I am so sorry. I was like getting ahead of the game.
I appreciate you. Sorry. So what traditionally has the old globe represented in the San Diego and Tijuana region?
¿Qué ha representado the Old Globe tradicionalmente en la región de San Diego?
So like back in the day, not today, but like back in the day when you thought of the Old Globe in the context of this region, what did it represent to you? Culture?
Jesus.
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare, the Old Globe, yeah.
Well, yeah, classical theater.
Classical theater, yeah.
Yeah, I would go with that.
But
Yeah, a
I'm-
bunch of theater, just like a lot.
A lot, a lot of theater.
Theater.
A lot of theater, but like
And-
like high caliber.
Yeah, totally.
Highbrow.
Yeah. And maybe for some of us, expensive theater.
Expensive theater.
Expensive tickets.
Like
yes.
like a little bit
Unaffordable.
unaffordable sometimes. Yeah. Expensive theater, nice theater.
Plays that may go to Broadway, like this is the test.
Yeah. Plays that may go to Broadway. This kind of being like a testing ground for where they can go. Yes. Pink hat. Inclusivity.
Inclusivity. Yes.
Inclusivity, there we go, yeah. I'm remembering like about 10 years ago I came and saw a production of Rocky Horror. And it was like, it felt, you saw it too! Oh my God, no. It was like it was so much fun, and I remember showing up and being a little bit surprised, because it's not, we're talking about like Shakespeare and the
Traditional.
classics. It
Yeah.
wasn't something that I expected, but it was so fun to get to dress up and then be loud with all my friends in the audience of the Old Globe Theater. So I feel like that was kind of representing like a way that I use, an idea that used to be, that I used to have about the theater.
Like a conservative,
versus the change.
right? Like the conservative facet.
A little bit more
most people-
conservative or
yeah.
traditional. Yeah, okay, great. So now we're still thinking about the Old Globe, but we're moving, fast forwarding to this great time of life. I say that with pure sarcasm, that's somewhat inappropriate. But what are some things that the Old Globe has given you during this pandemic?
¿Qué te ha dado the Old Globe durante esta pandemia?
That's our next question. What are some things that it has given you? I feel like I can't go first because I can't. Hope. Hope. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's lovely. What a, Jesus.
Jesus, what do you
I was just going to say hope.
Really?
Yeah, hope. Yeah, esperanza, hope.
Yeah. Hope.
For me, it's obvious work. Work that I love. That's different, right?
Yeah.
Aside just from work. Work that I love doing.
Yeah. Work. I mean, I relate.
Work.
Work. Yeah.
What about you, Alejandra?
Okay, a bunch of content.
A bunch
First
of
place, you know, a
content.
bunch of content. So that was really nice.
You've been busy telling so many stories
Very
from all around
busy,
the
the
region, but also with
busiest,
your
yeah.
Globe, yeah.
Yeah, it was
very
actually
nice.
like an outlet, emotional outlet
Yeah.
sometimes
Emotional
with
outlet,
the
creative
programs,
outlet,
like
yeah.
the virtual programming that we did. Like for me personally was like something creative that I need in my life, that I need to do in a way that unfortunately I couldn't do here on the stage, but I can do it in
Yeah.
another form. Different, but I was doing it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Variety.
Variety.
There's a lot of variety.
A lot of variety. And I
happening
actually
out there.
remember of what you were saying, Valeria, of like with the we've gotten a lot of different art forms, a lot of variety. We did COMMEDIA on like a Zoom version of Word Up, and I remember after both of your program that we did, that was somebody put in the comments section, that was the closest I've come to feeling like I was seeing real theater since the beginning of the pandemic. It was like finding new ways to have these connections and interaction and things like that. Yeah, I'm totally like work that I love, sense of purpose, the opportunity to connect with so many people in San Diego, so many artists, so many community members, to meet some of the most important people in my life, like artistic collaborators who I never would have had if it wasn't for the Old Globe and being at the Old Globe throughout the last year and a half. Like I could go on for a while, but I probably shouldn't. But like, you know, I have a lot. What are you seeing in the chat?
Chat says, from the last
Yeah.
previous question, Grinch.
Oh.
You know.
Great.
Oh, that's what
we
they
get
think
that
of when
every
they think of
year.
the
Yeah.
Old Globe
But now,
traditionally, yeah.
for this question,
Yeah.
Word Up, that is one of the
Hey.
answers, and Shakespeare, and a creative outlet.
Yeah.
To that.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say, yeah, I'll second that Word Up motion that was in the chat, because this has been a really exciting experience, and getting to come back in person then and carry something forward with the props department making this incredible sign, and like everybody's spending their Friday afternoons out here trying to make something beautiful that like people can participate in, that can be customized for more artists.
Yeah. Beautiful group of people working together to make theater.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah. I don't think, sorry to just like put Anthill Creative Technology on the spot, but getting to know Anthill Creative Technology a whole lot better has been great too. Thanks, Old Globe, for that. So, are you ready to move on to the next question? Because we're moving right along here.
Okay, let's do this.
I know we're having a lot of conversation about the pandemic, and some of this.
We're still living it, right?
We're still living in it.
A thing.
And we had this kind of similar script, but adapted for this moment. And so some of the questions are the same. If folks, especially like Declan or anybody on the plaza, if you got to see this episode on online, you might recognize some of this. So I'm curious to challenge folks who have heard these questions before to come up with a new answer. So the next question is, what are some positive discoveries that you have had during this pandemic?
¿Qué descubrimientos positivos has tenido durante esta pandemia?
And hand in hand with that, if you come up with your negative discoveries first, that's fine too. We're looking for both positive and negative discoveries. Just let us know which one it is. Yeah? You've met a lot of your neighbors. Is that a
positive or negative?
I know, right?
Positive? That sounds great. Yeah. I feel you on that. Like actually waving hello and getting to know who walks their husky riding a scooter at approximately this hour every day. Stuff like that. Great. Positive, yeah?
I realized how much I was missing, and when theater like the Old Globe was not my life, I became more depressed because I'm so into the arts. And therefore, when you don't have it, you realize how much you really were missing. You cannot take it for granted.
So that's interesting. There's like a lot of duality in your response. I'm going to just repeat it so people can hear.
It's
But
part of the positive and the negative.
yeah, you're talking about realizing how much you were missing.
The love of the arts.
The love of the
right?
arts, and
Positive,
then
the love of the arts.
learning that by being separated from it. Yeah, when it's taken away, how much you realize you really miss it and really want it. Yeah. Anybody on real quick? Jesus, Valeria, Alejandra, what are some positive or negative discoveries that you've had?
Jesus.
Jesus.
Positives that I discovered that I don't have to be like keep running all the time, you know, keep running on life, you know, at work and yeah.
Yeah, that you don't
making the things easier, you know.
Yeah,
slower.
when you have like different jobs, right? Jesus, you're mentioning that.
Especially,
when you're a
yeah.
teacher, when you have rehearsal, you were jumping back and forth to the car, commuting, going to a different place. Like sometimes a day in an artist's life is going like to 5 different locations and separate from each other. So now you just left a meeting, grab a snack, go back, start a meeting. So yeah.
Feed yourself, do laundry, all these wonderful things.
Cook for yourself.
Play with
Be
your
in
cats.
shorts, just, you know.
Wear your shorts forever.
Not worrying about, yeah.
Valeria, did you play with your cats?
I play more with my cats.
There you
and
go.
make funny videos of them and everything. I love spending time with my mom as well, which I didn't before. But I love the recognition.
Oh my God.
Because we both worked and we saw each other, like, we left the house and we saw each other back again when we both arrive. And I usually arrive like my day ends like very, very late.
Yeah.
So it was like literally like, hola mami, ¿cómo estás? Bien, okay, good night, buenas noches, I love you. And that was it. So spend time with my mom. And also like finding out like another realization is that I'm stronger than I thought. I've always assumed myself as a strong woman, but boom, I'm stronger than what I thought. So yeah.
That's an exciting discovery.
That is pretty exciting, yeah. I think the space also, just enjoying your space, because it's always like, oh, running, get into the shower, whatever, and now it's just like, oh, I'm here, you know, so enjoying my space and just living it in the now. That's the other thing.
Living in the now.
Living
is
in the now.
nice. Yeah. I feel like that learning to invest in routine. I feel like a positive discovery is learning the things that help me be my best self throughout the day a little bit more. Not lots more to learn, but like investing in your home space and things like that. What are and is this sparking anything? Anybody have any thoughts of positive or negative discoveries?
Outcomes.
Specifically during the pandemic. And don't forget, you can just make something up.
Yeah, I know the questions are a little bit reflective and they're deep sometimes.
Yeah.
But at least think about them or make something up, whatever you prefer.
Yeah, just make it up. What do you wish you would have discovered?
Ooh, what do I wish I would have discovered?
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. Like the
Like a new
secrets to
skill, man.
everything.
Yeah, everybody learn. For sure,
Like
everybody needs
play
to
a
learn
new
like
instrument or
skill.
something.
That'd be
I feel
cool.
like-
Shelly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
I bet you would
relaxing.
be a fast learner.
Ooh. I love that.
I think you would.
So that's like an overachieving answer, like learning how to knit because I already know how to crochet.
Did we talk about the negative though?
We didn't go too deep into it. Yeah. What are some negative
I have
discoveries?
some from the chat. Some
Yeah,
positive things. Someone says that they learned exactly how much they love their friend group. That they don't have to be in the same room to get work done.
Ooh,
it's true. Learning so much more about the old globe.
Yeah.
And that it has been a very important time for this person to reevaluate their lives.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
And I guess that's like a positive discovery in that if it's learning that this is an important moment to reevaluate life, then it's a good thing it happened now and not in a year, not in 2 years or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, going with the negative,
Yeah.
what the lovely lady was saying, depression, and I think not knowing what's next, like what is next, right? Because especially when you're in theater and in events, you know what's going to happen 2 years from now, 4 years from now. Everything is boom, 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 scheduled. You're planned out.
Yeah.
And then it was just taken away from you. And you're like, what is next? My life was this. What is my life about now?
Yeah.
So that was hard. It was very hard.
Yeah.
And long, too.
Very long time to be in.
To really go through it and figure out what was next.
Yeah.
Yes.
Being thankful for every day. What a discovery. What a discovery.
Yeah. Yes, sir. In the front. Respect for first responders. Yes.
Yeah. The list goes on. People who put their lives on the line.
Yes, thank you to all.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I think another negative discovery may be sometimes the level of ingratitude that folks have the capacity for. Or like a negative discovery of how bad things can get and still not change. And still not activate
that
people.
change is in front of you, it's a kid in your face, and you're still saying no to it. And it's a positive change, and you still don't want to grasp it, don't want to learn for it, don't want to take it, and just go for it.
Yeah. So we got some positives, we got some negatives. Any last kind of lingering thoughts that you'd like to share? Yeah.
Negative one is realizing how selfish some people
How selfish some people can be.
Selfishness. Yes. Thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah, thank you very much for
I
sharing.
believe they're honest, like very truthful in the answers, so we appreciate it. I appreciate
Maybe
it with
not
all my
truthful
heart.
though. Maybe not truthful
I
because
wanna
we could have been
believe
making it
because-
up the whole time, Valeria. So you've been challenging us a lot with these reflective questions, and the last one is a real kicker. So if you thought you were going to get off easy with our very last question, too bad.
That's me, everyone.
So last question, easy. How has your life philosophy changed during the pandemic?
¿Cómo ha cambiado tu filosofía de vida durante la pandemia?
So we're especially looking, like even if you don't want to share your life philosophy pre-pandemic, like if it changed, what is this change that's in place now with your life philosophy? What's the life philosophy that you're taking forward, or a part of your life philosophy that you're taking forward from this moment?
Appreciation. You cannot take your days for granted.
You cannot take your days for granted.
You never know what happens.
Every day is important. You never know what could happen. Yeah,
Yes, to that.
absolutely. Yes.
You can get used to anything.
You can get used to anything.
Adapt.
That's real.
Right?
That's real.
Over here, you wanted to comment.
I got you. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Veronica's
I'm
getting
gonna
her
wait for
steps
the
in.
There we go. It hasn't so much changed, it's been sharpened because it's been tested, right? Like, so if I say I value compassion or solidarity or community, I've had to prove it this last year and a half in the way that I've chosen to live and
Wow.
so on.
That's that's very interesting. Like a life philosophy put to the test and kind of like firmed up in its shape because it had to go through all this. Yeah.
Yes.
I will run across the desert for answers like that, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Veronica.
thank
Give it up for
you.
Veronica one more time. Running
I'm
all
trotting.
around
I'm
this
trotting. Where do you
place.
need me?
Like for me, the actual carpe diem
Yeah.
phrase that we hear a lot, like
Yeah.
seize the moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm living it. Like every single time I remember myself, like Valeria, seize the moment, live the present as a gift, not go all anxious on every like yourself and thinking about the future or get
Yeah.
all depressive thinking about the past and what you didn't do. Just the moment, el aquí y el ahora.
I love it. I love it. How about you, Jesus?
I think solidarity, living with solidarity. I mean, we're together in this. I mean, we have to be together to survive this.
Yeah.
And
Stronger together.
Stronger together. If you were here a couple of weeks ago, our featured guest artist, the theme was all about stronger together and Ubuntu through the art form of oral history, and it's coming back again, stronger together. What do you, Ale?
Yeah, like Valeria said, I think it's seize a moment. Like, don't think about it. Make that phone call. Fill out that form. Make that drive.
Yeah.
Go away. Take that vacation safely. Safely.
But
go. And local, appreciate our beaches, like this gorgeous city, our border, all that.
Spend time with the family that you usually
just
don't do.
like, I'll call her tomorrow. No, call her. Call him. Call them. Like, do it. I think that's the best lesson and the
Today.
best. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so interesting because I feel like
Fill that form.
I'm like the opposite. You're like, do it today, and I'm like, you know what? It can wait for tomorrow.
I'm like, no, because then it's
Slow
a month
down.
later.
Just take a breath. Don't be afraid to say no. Just kind, we've got a dichotomy. Look at this theme. We're coming all around with all of this. Yeah. Any thought, life philosophy? It's an easy question. Super simple. Yes.
Wherever you go, there you are.
Wherever you go, there you are.
True.
Are you an actor? That projection was amazing also. Wow.
Perfection. Yay.
Well, I see where he gets it from.
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt, but I want to share that, being more supportive of the people you know and supportive of things that you might not have been supportive of before, which I feel is an important part of the evolution and coming out of this isolation we've been in. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sharif.
Supportive, showing up. Yeah.
Showing up.
I love that. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Any last words from the YouTube chat?
Yes. Someone mentions, if anyone can do it, it is I.
Ooh.
And then someone else says, it's worth the extra effort to do it right.
It's worth the extra effort to do it right. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts for Jesus, Valeria, Alejandra?
I think that said it all.
Yeah.
Thank you all for sharing your beautiful answers.
Yeah, give yourselves a round of applause
Yes,
because we have now you've completed your work. You're done. We're not going to ask you any more questions about your life philosophy or lessons you've learned or anything. Because now, with help from Lucia and with all of our screens, we've been putting together a lot of this conversation so that we can see how it can all kind of sift into an original work of COMMEDIA DELL'ARTE that Jesus and Valeria, we're going to give you a minute to work on. And I'm just now realizing, should we put back on this really cool thing, Jesus? Do you think we should?
Yes, we should.
We should.
I need to get prepared.
Okay, perfect. I just want to shout, like,
Bye,
this,
Jesus.
Bye, Jesus.
Bye.
This is weighted on both edges to make sure it doesn't fly away.
And it was done like in 5 minutes.
Customized the fabric this
Thank you.
afternoon. One more round of applause for our amazing tech department, our props
Our
folks,
props
Dorian,
people
Savannah,
are
and Dave,
wonderful.
everybody.
The best.
So I'm also going to give you a minute to get yourself together. And and so we're about to check out this amazing work of art that was a collaborative effort between all of us. So whether or not you meant for this to happen, you're now a part of the San Diego arts community because you shared your voice, your perspective. You're going to shape the way that this piece works out. It would not be the way that it's about to be if it wasn't for you being here. So, given that, we invite you to take a look at that great tree over there by our DJ for the day, Miki Vale. So in the bottom of that tree, there are some blank brown hearts, and there's some markers in the box to the side of that. And on that tree is just some of the many hearts that we've received over the course of the summer with folks coming to the plaza and answering the following questions. How do you define the San Diego arts community? And what is your greatest wish for the San Diego arts community? Given that you're a part of it, and given that we bring all these different parts of our identity into every room we walk into, so how are you defining it? And what do you wish for us? We get to explore so many different art forms and themes and conversations that are defining our community, but it's your opportunity too. So I hope that before you head out this evening, you take a minute to write your answer there, and at the next word up, the last one of the whole summer, which is going to take place on September 10th, Ric Scales, our amazing San Diego rapper, is going to come up and off the top freestyle rap, completely improvised, a word up theme song to close us out for the summer based on what you and others write on that tree today. Wow. So don't forget to check that out before you go. We're also going to get to hear the responses from everybody on stage and on screen to those questions. But that is what I usually talk about to stall for time right now. Are you ready? Are we ready? This is so funny. Okay.
We are,
so,
right? You can do that.
Without further ado, now presenting an original work of Commedia dell'Arte founded by Valeria Vega, JESÚS Quintero, in collaboration with Alejandra, Lucia, Veronica, the people of the plaza, and the people of the YouTube. Take it away.
Arlequino, my love, is that you?
Oh, Colombina, Colombina, Colombina.
¿Cómo estás? How are you, my love?
Oh, I am sad. I'm sad because I missed you. I missed you, Colombina.
Arlequino, I miss you too. A lot, a lot, a lot. Do you love me, Arlequino?
Oh, of course I love you, Colombina.
And Arlequino, have you missed me, Arlequino?
Yes, I missed you, Colombina. I missed you lots, my dear.
Well, Arlequino, then if you have missed me, then where are my letters? Where are my flowers? My chocolate? My food? My lunch cooked by you? Where is everything?
Oh, Colombina, you know that I'm not very good at writing, and your chocolates, well, they were so lonely there in their box, so I had to...
Did you eat my chocolates?
Yeah, they were like little things begging me to put them in my mouth and eat them.
Arlequino, you are the worst. And what about my letters? You could have asked for help writing my love letters, but nada, nothing from you. I don't think that I love you anymore, Arlequino.
Oh, no, please, Colombina. You know that I cannot write very good.
Hi, Arlequino.
Please forgive me.
Muy mal.
But I have something that I have to ask you.
What are you
I
talking
heard
about?
terrible things, Colombina. I heard terrible things.
What terrible things, Arlequino? Tell me.
Isn't there anything that you want to say to me?
Well, Arlequino, if you put it that way, there's a lot of things that I want to say to you. I haven't seen you in a year.
Yes, Colombina. And a lot of things can happen in a year, right? Remember, I still can't cross the border.
Oh.
This year has been yuck, like wakala, you know? That has been the kind of year, a wakala year, an abnormal, predictable, yet unpredictable. Oh, no.
Oh, Arlequino, you know what? I'm getting tired of this border situation.
Well, yes, Colombina, I know, and I'm also getting tired of this. But you know that I don't have papers to cross and go and visit you.
I know, Arlequino, and you know I cannot cross back because then I'm not going to be able to come back. And you know how important is my job here.
Oh, yes, your job. I mean, I know about your job.
Yes.
People talk, you know, Colombina, people say things, and poor Arlequino hears things about Colombina, you know, like, oh, Arlequino, I heard that Colombina is not coming back to you. Oh, poor Arlequino, so handsome and so alone.
Arlequino, what are you talking about? It seems like you don't know what I'm like. How can you say that? I think about you all the time. I miss you all the time, Arlequino. Why don't you... Oh, you know what, Arlequino? I forget that you don't think. You don't think when you're blinded by your jealousy, Arlequino.
I'm not blinded, but it's not jealousy. It's love. Love for you, Colombina.
Well, Arlequino, that doesn't seem like love to me. And you know what? If you doubt my love, if you do not trust me, then what are we doing together?
What do you mean?
It means that you have to trust me, especially now that we're so far apart, Arlequino. This is not our fault.
I know that it is not our fault, but for how long a border will keep us apart? For how long?
Arlequino, you know that borders have been here forever. They separate people, but also the distance maybe connect the people. It makes the border more vibrant, Arlequino, like over there and over here, and the identity and the belonging and the sacrifice.
Oh, sacrifice!
Sacrifice! Arlequino, those are things that exist. Maybe we don't believe in them, maybe they're not good, but it's reality, Arlequino. You must think of that. So tell me, Arlequino, are you gonna trust me or what? Are you gonna trust me or are we saying our goodbyes now?
No. I will endure this sacrifice of the border because I trust you, my dear, mi amor.
What else?
But first, we have to talk about something.
What things? What things,
What?
Arlequino?
Oh, why are you hurrying me? Are you busy or what?
I'm always busy, Arlequino. Busy all the time. I have to work.
Oh, yes, work. That's what I want to talk about. Work.
Okay, tell me, talk about work.
Do you spend a lot of time working, right?
All
the time.
All the time. Day and night. All the time.
Day and night. Because you need all that work, right?
Of course, I need work. I need money to pay my bills, Arlequino, to pay my clothes, a place to live. Look at my beautiful place that I live, Arlequino.
Well, it is a beautiful place. But I heard that you found a new love in that work.
What are you talking about? That's not true, Arlequino. That's a lie. Es mentira. Arlequino, eso es mentira.
No, it is not mentira. It is not a lie. And I heard that this new love is an old man.
What? What are you
Yes.
talking about?
You know what am I talking about? It is an old man. Maybe an old man like Shakespeare. Or some old man that likes expensive highbrow theater. Or that likes to go to Broadway-bound productions. Yes, and a very conservative old man that looks like the Grinch.
Looks like the Grinch?
And he even has a funny name.
Arlequino, you're so funny. I know what you're talking about now.
No. You?
Yes,
This old man, you call him the Glove. Yeah, that's his name, the Glove. That old Glove. That's your new love.
Yes, it's true, Arlequino. I found this wonderful place that's called the Old Globe, my love.
Grateful? The old glove? What has that old glove given to you during all this time?
Oh my God, Arlequino, Dios mío, a lot of things, lots and lots of things.
Like what?
Arlequino, like hope, like loving my job, like something that I have to look forward to, emotional and creative outlets, a show that's called Word Up, that's on YouTube on Friday sometimes. A lot of things, Arlequino.
Oh, that's a very good show, that Word Up. I've seen it here.
I will send you the link. I will send you the link so you can see it soon, okay?
Now I get it why you're so in love with that old glove.
Yes, of course, Arlequino.
But what about Arlequino?
Arlequino can wait.
No, don't you miss my words, my lips, my kisses?
Of course, I miss you, my love. I miss you a lot, but you know what? I've been learning a lot of things about myself. Now that I'm by myself and thinking about what I want to do with my life, I discovered lots and lots of things.
More things like that old glove?
Don't be silly, Arlequino. I have discovered, I have met my neighbors, Arlequino. I know them by my name and their dogs as well when I see them walking. I learned that I miss the arts, Arlequino. I miss going to the theater. Hey, you were supposed to send me the tickets also. Also, I love my friends group. There's a lot of things. I've been learning so much here. And you know what? I'm stronger than I thought. And I can do everything by myself. Sola, independent, fuerte.
No, not sola, not sola, not alone, not by yourself.
Well, Arlequino, and tell me, what have you been your discoveries doing this past year?
Well, I discovered that I wanted to learn how to knit, but I didn't. I also learned that Arlequino is going through a depression because of all this uncertainty.
Arlequino, that's serious stuff, Arlequino. You have to take care of that. Talk to somebody. Go get help, please.
But you know, all my friends, all the people, they are very selfish. They are not thinking about Arlequino. And Arlequino is thinking about all the time about Arlequino and Colombina. Arlequino and Colombina.
Arlequino, I am so sorry. But you know what, Arlequino? We're going to be better together. And I can't wait for us to be together. And it's going to be very, very, very soon.
Do you promise, my dear?
I promise you, Arlequino. And you know what? What I'm going to do? I am going to light a candle so you can have hope for the next few days, okay? Are you ready to grab the candle, my love?
Yes,
okay.
my dear.
Ahí te va, corazón de melón. Agarra la vela. Listo? Grab it.
Ready?
Okay?
Yes.
It's yours. Grab it. Let me see it.
It is here.
Very
Look.
good, Arlequino. Muy bien. And, my love, did you get the goblet that I sent you?
Oh, the shiny one?
The beautiful shiny gold one.
Yes, I have it with me.
You have it with you, my love. Okay. Yes. Soon, Arlequino, we'll be back together. Remember, mi amor, this is life. You have to seize the moment, or how they say in Latin, carpe diem. You have to know if anyone can do it, it is me. You have to be supportive. Don't be afraid to say no. And wherever you are, you are. Live the moment, okay?
Okay,
Ready?
my dear.
Salud. Let's say cheers together. Ready?
Salud.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And cheers to all of you.
Bravo.
Thank you. Gracias.
Performance.
Thank you so much.
That was amazing to get to see that all play out in real time in two countries at the same time. What was that like, Valeria and Jesus? What was it like performing at the Old Globe on a screen?
It was magic, you know. Look, I got even a candlelight.
Yeah, you can keep it.
It was so lovely just to have this experience, and again, performing, seeing you all, reading all of what you said, like the people on YouTube and the people here, what we collaborate upon. It was a beautiful experience. Thank you all so very much for being a part of making me very, very happy today.
Thank you so much for welcoming us into the process, and thanks also Alejandra for coming. The San Diego community guest rarely really knows what they're going to do when they show up. They just know that they're going to be on stage and on camera and have to wing it. What was it like to get to see this whole process play out?
It's great. I mean, I already know the greatness here, right? But you keep surprising me. So it was really good. It's nice. It's awkward to be here while they're working though. But it was really nice and I enjoyed it. So
You're in the first row.
I'm like, should I laugh?
Front
Should I just
row.
go? Like, but it was good. It was good.
Amazing. So because now, thank you so much. You participated in creating a work of art. Don't forget to check out that tree and let us know how you define our community. But as we wrap up here, we're going to do the quick version of these questions because every single guest artist ever on this program has answered these questions. Jesus, can we start with you? How do you define our arts community? And what is your greatest wish for our community?
I define it as a diverse and vibrant community, and I really wish them to have a loving and a safe return to the live stage.
I love it. How about you, Valeria?
If you would have asked me this question 4 years ago, I would have said scary.
Really?
But now it's loving. It's protective, like I feel protected. I feel loved, I feel nurtured, and I feel empowered as an artist.
What is your greatest wish for the community?
To get more diversity on the stage. I need to see representation more often. We're getting there, but it's a long way that we still have to go.
Thank you for sharing. And Alejandra, how about you?
Diverse as well, but strong too. It's strong and vast. And my greatest wish is to shine that light brighter on that diversity, man. Shine it brighter, and yes, the representation is there. It just needs to go up on the stage because it's already there. So that's my greatest wish.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing, folks, and thank you in advance for sharing and writing your answers on that piece of paper. I want to thank you again so much for coming out and being here, either in person or on the chat, and contributing to this work of art and having these conversations. Thank you again, Jesus and Valeria, for preparing these amazing questions and sharing this great reflection on distance and distancing and borders and boundaries with us. So with that, I hope that I get to see you in 2 weeks on September 10th for our last Word Up of the whole summer. But until then, I hope you have a very, very safe couple of weeks. Enjoy hair if you're going to go check it out. Enjoy this beautiful park, and thank you again so much for coming.
Thank you. Muchas gracias. Have a lovely party
Thank you.
night.
San Diego, where are you? Look at me. What? Stories and inspired us to be. Word up is our community, where we currently want to be. In the little green Paris, locking the trees, enriching people's lives artistically. So get your caps and your buff. Yeah, it's time for Word Up.
Jesus, can you hear me? Jesus, we're going to take a photo.
Okay.